Yeah, don't climb them trees. The worms will get you, kids.
The worms on the trees.
Yeah, there's... Yeah. You were pushed a hook?
Fuck!
What happened?
I just drank a beer with a cigarette butt in it right as we were...
That was,
You got wormed, brother.
Yeah.
You got soggy siggies right now.
Oh, boy.
One time I went over to your house and I tried to get a bottle of water and I took a sip out of it and it was straight vodka. It was just straight vodka and a water bottle. I was like, what? What's happening? It's 9 a.m. What the fuck? I was like, this is...
That reminds me of a time whenever I was like 15 and I got a bottle of like Burnett's like blue raspberry vodka and I had to hide it from my mom's. And like we saw like the tipsy bartender YouTube videos and we put like 2 packs of Jolly Ranchers in and we were supposed to like let it sit for overnight and we forgot and we found it like 3 months later and we drank like pure just sugared vodka, dude.
How was the hangover? What was that, like young hangover?
I got so blackout drunk that I apparently confessed everything wrong I'd ever done or hidden from my parents, and then like tried to go take a bath. And
what the fuck?
Yeah, like I was just trashed.
So you woke up in the bath?
No, I woke up in my parents' room while they were outside, like stressing over the fact that they thought I was like a drug addicted alcoholic teenager. Because they found out I did pot that night. So.
Oh, that was the response. That was the response
You
to
do
it.
pot?
Wait, okay, so I would do have a couple of questions. So for anybody that may have some backstory, do you or do you not have a bunch of dead parents? Do you think a pile of dead parents?
I have a ridiculous amount of dead
How many
parents.
dead? Can you go?
What?
So how many dead parents? Can we go in?
So, yes. The first round of dead parents.
Is this a traumatic question to be asking?
No.
No, every question I've started, every interview with has been the worst possible, horrible fucking.
No.
Like,
I know, but that's alright, continue.
Okay. I live with this guy, dude.
I have to hear
I
this.
know, yeah.
Born into a very fucked up, like, parental situation. I had a 16-year-old mother and a 42-year-old father. Both very addicted to drugs. My father was killed in prison for being a chomo.
Right.
Like, roughly by the time I was, like, 5. And my mother passed away from an overdose by the time I was, like, 3.
Right.
I then went through a bunch of foster homes, and in one of the foster homes, it was an older couple where, I don't count this in the dead parents, but I was in the next room taking a nap, and then woke up to a bunch of, like, medical people and the lady because the other dude passed away of a heart attack in the middle of our nap time. And then after that, I was then adopted by my 2 moms, who I was with for the longest period of time.
Right. Well, how old were you then?
I was 7 going on 8 at that point in time, and I was with them till they passed away in a car accident when I was 16.
What the fuck?
And then I was like adopted like officially by very close friends of theirs.
Were you like just kind of unfazed by a lot of things?
Oh no, I was a lot of trauma. It's more so to the fact that I've just grown through it and grown past it now.
Right. You
And
are
I will get into that. I will get into that.
Okay.
But then I was adopted by another very kind family that were very good friends with them. The father of that aspect, like the gentleman, he is alive, doing not so best with his health, but then the lady also passed away of cancer. So it's technically also my adopted parent as well, by technicality. So that's like...
God, dude.
Man, dude, I grew up with a really fucked up home life.
That's
and
like
just
at least
hearing
5
stuff
actual
like this,
dead parents.
It's like, I didn't go through a lot, actually, man. As bad as I had,
No,
dude, I didn't
we
know.
don't compare trauma with things.
No,
That's
it's not a dick hole in
That's also
contest.
pretty fair.
Yes,
It's not dick hole in contest.
Jeez.
So, with that being said, we have this cool relationship where it's like, I have a fucked up, like, dysfunctional big family, and then you have, like, basically no family. You like, basically almost nothing at all. So we're both broken on different ends of the spectrum. Like, we can relate a little bit, but it's not the same thing.
Fair enough, yeah.
Oh,
I really
it's very
appreciate-
similar. Very similar in the fact that, like, it is just as lonely to have no close family as to have so much family you're not close to.
That they're bad people.
Yeah.
Like, you don't even
Yeah,
want to be
that's
around.
even worse,
You don't
like-
even want to fucking,
Yeah, like, I don't like to think, like, I don't really give a shit about my birth dad dying. That's, like, the only parental figure, because you're a piece of shit, you know? Like, not
and
a
you're
good
better
person.
than that. You will never
Yeah.
fucking, you know better than, like,
Yeah.
you know, you're a good fucking guy. Like, at the end of the day. You've had your problems, I have my fucking problems and shit.
And just like you with your family, you'll know to draw those lines that you see that you don't appreciate from them. So,
Right.
yeah, there's a lot of good that comes from it, and I do hate to say it, but I think trauma makes the best people.
It was Frank McCormick in that book, Angela's Ashes. He said, a good childhood isn't worth having.
Yep.
That's what he said. A good childhood ain't worth having.
Yeah, no, there's someone that's been through some shit.
Yeah. No, so another question. Have you, would you say, I wouldn't call you like a womanizer, would you say you're a ladies' man?
Yeah,
Lady killer?
I enjoy time with the ladies.
Okay.
I enjoy consensual, respectable relations with the female and male, to a point, just more so female population.
Right, and I've heard tell, but there's one story I think is really interesting. Did you or did you not? I've heard tell. I've heard tell from a long ago.
Hey, not him.
Yeah,
not
yeah.
him, but he's heard tell.
I've heard
Lucky
tell.
Buddha knows many things.
That's for Norm McDonald. Norm
Very
McDonald.
enlightened.
Okay, I've heard tell. Did you or did you not go on a date with someone that was convicted of vehicular manslaughter or had vehicular manslaughter thing? Can you use an explanation on that?
Yes, so I went on a date with a very lovely person. They're a very nice person.
Right.
And
But they're straight killers.
yes.
Hell
Yes. We pulled up into Muskogee. I went to go pick them up. We were going to go get some food and see a movie. And in the process of going to get food, they mentioned something about not liking the song, so I reached over to grab my phone to change the song, and they, like, freaked out and grabbed the wheel. And it was, like, kind of weird because they almost put us in, like, a bad situation by grabbing it.
Yeah.
But it was out of the fact that they were, like, thinking I was letting go of it. I don't know. Trauma type, response.
Yeah.
So I was like, oh, you okay? They're like, yeah. Just please, 2 hands on the wheel. I would have changed the song. I'm like, okay, that's a fair response. I could have been responsible to ask you, so I didn't think too much of it. I'm thinking, they're in a car with a dude they haven't really met before, just talked to. So, like, I would also probably be on edge. Didn't mind it. Went to go eat, had a good time. On the way driving, I did have to swerve to mention of, miss a bag that they, really wanted me to not hit.
Yeah.
So after swerving a little bit, they were uncomfortable with how I did it. And they asked me to pull over, and I was like, okay, we're right here at the movie theater. Want me to pull in the movie theater? They're like, yes, just please stop the car. Pull in the movie theater, stop the car. And they're like, okay, it's not you, but I'll tell you if you want to know, but, something bad really happened involving my vehicle and I about 6 months ago. And I was like, of course you can tell me. And they're like, well, while driving back from Tulsa back to here to Muskogee, going about 115 on the speed limit, like about 45 miles over the speed limit, I hit someone running across the highway and basically turned them into a human grenade, shrapneling through my car, swerving my car, flipping it over off the intersection, going at ridiculous speeds. I'm like, holy crap, that's terrible. Are you okay? They're like, yes. And they immediately jump to, I've coped to it because, and they, as they're saying it, the whole time they're looking at their phone, which is why I thought they're really disconnected from it. They're pulling up the article of the man who was running from beating his wife, within an inch of her life, and her kid, running away from the cops, and that's who she hit. And she went to then explain how when the body hit the car, it immediately decapitated his top half from his lower half.
Oh, she's telling you
this? All in detail, and then all the pressure bloated all of the air and like pressure through his chest, bursting his chest and ribs through her windshield, sending his head above and hitting the car behind her, and then throwing his body and remains in the car on her, putting pieces of rib in her she had to have surgically removed. And
of his ribs,
and then literally bullet holes of ribs and
If he was
like
Irish, that'd be a
furniture.
big
Pieces
rib.
of bone.
That's fucking
Okay.
And this whole time I'm like, holy shit, are you okay? She's like, yes, it's a terrible experience, but I guess there's some good lining that this dude was on probation.
Yeah.
He had done all this.
You got points.
She had clearly done some research because obviously it's got to take some mental toll. And
Right,
she
but
also
when
mentions
when she found out, she was probably like, "Holy fuck!"
she found out in the hospital.
Probably another mind fuck, another
she
dude.
was completely
knocked out?
unconscious, fucking within inches of her own life, for the fact she was speeding. They knew she was going fast. However, in this situation, they never really pressured or pointed to the fact of that. So she did get away with that. However, that was a crime, and she was very adamant that she got lucky because they were going to charge her with manslaughter.
Right.
They
But
didn't
given the
because
circumstance.
at 2:30 a.m. in the morning, with no reflective clothing, in the middle of a he'd driven his car, crashed it, run a mile across to the highway, running across the highway over I believe a hill too. It was the worst place because it sent her car flying. And she's dumping all this info. She then mentions even consciously, casually that her boyfriend died in a car wreck a year prior. So she already had
What the
trauma.
So
fuck?
she already has.
She won't get in a
And
car
then-
ever again.
The whole time I'm sitting there,
This is
she's
so crazy.
showing me pictures of the aftermath of this dude's remains that they left in her car.
shit.
They did not clean up this car. They did not trauma team this shit. Nothing.
great.
Like there's just bones and matter and brain and everything as she's overloading me with this info. And the whole time, she then points. She's like, "Our movie starts in a few minutes." My only reaction was, "Why the fuck are we here to watch Fast and Furious?"
Holy shit.
Fucking nuts.
Great date. Never went on another one, respectably. But amazing person.
Respectfully.
Just that was a lot.
I couldn't even fucking.
Imagine we went and
I
watched
couldn't
Vin Diesel
imagine.
flip cars for
Imagine that
2
was a lot.
hours.
I mean, to be fair, you are not a good driver.
No, you terrify. So just so we're clear, Tyler's driving does scare the fuck out of me, but I know he gets by and he gets home every day and he's alive more than I would.
But the first date in the car with him, I would also drop that trauma. I would also be like, yo, 10 and 2, motherfucker.
Hit the stop signs. Hit the stop signs, bro.
And then their response, by the way, was, "It's my favorite movie franchise." I just saw the first one about a year ago.
She likes to get Fast and Furious.
Apparently.
No, she was very
I like to
invested in the
kill
movie.
a
Like
fan.
I'm talking like she was making like faces and like expressing at the movie. Great time. It was funny, like honestly, but it was also just like the only thing that could click was like, we're here to watch people kill people with cars. Like,
Oh my god.
Okay. Man, whatever floats your boat. Right? Maybe she gets off on just...
Alright, so turning off on something better, how were your college experiences, my dude? Like,
Okay, so-
were they fucking wild? You know, was it like party days? Was it a lot of studying? Was it a little bit of both? You know, like, what the fuck went on, man? Like,
So I went to NSU for my first year and a half, and then I did get approved through their exchange program. They said like 15 students out. It's super duper cool. I think I got in because of all the dead parents. I'm just gonna be honest. Like they ask you reasons. They're like, what are reasons you want to see the world? And I'm like,
Well-
due to not having a family, I've never really gotten to go anywhere. And then I'm like, so I do think that played into it because that will also, I believe, played into me getting my scholarship there.
alright, man,
I'm just
whatever
not-
you can do, dude.
I'm just
Whatever you
gonna
can
be
do to
honest,
give you
dude.
an edge up in there,
After
man,
the
will be
point, there came a
A-okay.
point like I wasn't really coping very well, but I did realize it. I was smart enough, and survival instincts kicked in that I realized I had to utilize what I could.
Exactly.
So the first year and a half here was very calm. Meeting some people, having some relations, nothing crazy. But then I got approved for my exchange, and whenever I went to my exchange, I got approved. I went through 6 months in LA, so I went through 2 semesters there. And then I got a 2-semester I went to the university in Dublin, so I went to Ireland for a bit.
Oh, shit,
Wait, I thought it was
man.
Scotland.
Did you ever,
Dublin.
It was Dublin? I thought it was
Yeah.
Scotland.
No, I got to vacation from there, and I've been to Scotland, but
Right.
that's how I've been there.
That's
and
crazy. Did you ever get to go into any pubs, man? Any,
I worked at one.
Dublin.
I worked as one as a
Worked-
bar tap. So the
That's
way they do
fucking
it
cool.
is a lot of pubs there, they don't serve straight liquor. There are a lot of beer taps, which are
Right.
basically just
That makes sense.
bar and grills. Like they do your fish fries, they
Yep.
do your food, and they have taps and taps and taps of beer.
That
And
makes sense,
as
yeah.
I was basically a beer delivery boy / kind of like
A delivery boy?
yeah, like
Can you
they,
elaborate on that?
Yeah.
beers would get poured by someone else, and I would just take them to tables. That's all I
Oh,
did.
you're a server.
like-
You're a server.
No,
I thought
it's
you
not a
meant
server
you're
because you don't work for
beer,
tip serve.
like-
They don't do tip serve.
So it's our.
Yeah,
like
it's
those
not
sexy
even called
German
serve.
ladies with the
You
big
have
kegs.
you have your order. You have your order taker, which they take your order, and
Yeah.
and without this, with it not being a service led country, like people will order let me get this, and then I want 3 Cokes because they know they're gonna drink 3 Cokes. Like you don't do refills there except on beer. And you flag down and you get your beer. And the culture there is you basically you don't make it hard for servers. You do your shit as quickly as possible. You order what you're gonna get. When you drink a beer, you tend to get refills of only that beer. You don't go. It's a tourist thing to try all the beers.
Right.
You know what you want. You know what
right.
you're getting.
It's kind of like that here too, a little bit. It's kind of like that in the South and the Midwest to some extent.
And-
I've noticed that.
In Ireland.
People like their beer.
Okay, if I go up, if we go up to the bar, right now, boys, and we go up to the bar, and Claire's there, or fucking any of the cool bartenders we know, what do they think we're ordering?
BBR.
And what do you think they're ordering? What do you think they think you're ordering?
They automatically assume
they're
BBR,
guessing
bro.
you got BBR.
They know, but they'll be
assume
wrong
they want
sometimes.
Right, me too.
Because
And
I'm
because
changing up.
because we're not those people, but it's normal to stick with something as a brand a little bit. Yeah.
It's more so of a class thing there.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
For example, you have different price ranges on taps.
Yeah.
And like you have people that are very distinctive on the best low ball tap there, which is gonna be which there was like homebrew, which was like basically just like a dark wheat suburban ale. Like it was all brewed in their like local area. They didn't like to do exotics, they didn't like to do imports, anything like that. Most of the beer and alcohol you're drinking is made there. And if you want anything else, you go to a liquor store for that.
Right.
So like
makes a lot of sense.
exports
Yeah.
as a tip, like you'll never find a Corona in a restaurant there.
The world's longest
or a beer tap or
running
anything like
and
that.
the world's longest running bar is actually there in Ireland, man.
Yep.
Sean's Bar.
Oh,
Sean's Bar's
okay.
been open
I think I've
for
heard of that,
900
yeah.
years.
It's like a
900
little
years.
hobbit stone hole in the ground fucking type of thing. Yeah.
I worked
I
at
don't know much about it. That's all I know about it. Is that it's called Sean's Bar, and it's been open for 900 years, still working and operating. So I know.
Corner
9,000
claims to
years?
be
900.
200 years old and have the world's first fish fry.
Huh.
What's
Yeah.
first?
World's first fish fry.
That's a heavy claim there.
heavy claim.
That's a heavy fucking
And
claim.
what I do people
That's a-
Wait, who's doing the first fish fry?
Cobble's Corner? It's world's first fish fry. It's like 200 years
In-
old. The
in
batter
Europe?
recipe. Yeah. And
Man.
like basically like people will show up and then they just slap up so much. It's funny is it's very like there's a lot of landlocked with it. So there's a lot of lakes.
You ever heard of a dish called whitefish? Where they get like a whole little fish? Did you ever try it?
No.
I've always been interested in trying it. It's
No,
like a small
I did do.
fish.
However, most of
Deep
my whenever I did get to go spend 2 weeks in Scotland, and there I did everything I could. Like I tried haggis. I was trying
haggis, dude.
I was trying
Sheep
pork
liver.
soup. I was trying
Sheep stomach.
Sheep's stomach. That's right. And goat liver, right? No, no.
It's just a bunch of organs. And
Oh,
shit
it's just a
mixed
bunch of
together.
organs.
fermented
It's a sheep,
goat
though.
cheese
Sheep.
is basically butter there
Oh,
as
yeah?
well. Yeah, like they put fermented goat cheese on fucking everything.
So alcoholic.
Very pungent, gross, moldy goat cheese.
It seems like
And
the
it's
worst.
like whenever you get bread is like a thing that's often served there on the table
It's like
with
Irish
slices of fermented goat cheese.
Getting fucked
Lean
up on that
Lemmy.
goat cheese.
And unlike Ireland, where they really had a huge like pub and like bar scene, where this like sense of like beer taps and local taps and nothing but straight liquor there, dude. Nothing but straight liquor in Scotland. Beer was not as big. Like I'm talking, you go to like 3 beers on tap. Probably
Is it
local.
stronger?
No.
What the fuck is the deal then?
No, dude,
just
there's
pussies?
dude, so much whiskey, so much rye wheat, like rye ale and like fucking like bitters is really big there as well, and a lot of shit is just whiskey and bitters will be like your standard like just hometown brew. Like you'll get a shot of whiskey and a quarter of bitters, dude, like, and it's really good. And then they chase it with sugar water.
What? So they chase the beer.
They chase the whiskey and bitters with sugar water.
Okay.
Yeah, they're not as big on beer. Like, beer is huge there, but, like, when the drinking scene and going out, you're going and you're seeing, like, walls of, like, families there that are, like, selling bottles of, like, home-crested whiskeys and like, bourbons and all this shit. And then you'll see, like, 3 beers on tap. And none of them are, like, Belgian ales or anything like that. They're just, like,
Straight up beer.
Is that a cigarette?
it's out of a soft pack. It tastes better.
All right,
I saw
sorry.
some Crushes float or American
That's the
Spirits
first time I
floating
seen
around.
one.
Get one of those.
But yeah,
Yeah.
dude, a lot of my experience was with work and school. I didn't get to do a lot of partying out there, but I got a lot of culture influx, and I got to see a lot of how people just lived and did their life. I got cool with a lot of people at my work, got to meet some of the regulars and get, like, onto it, and I started even, like, my biggest claim is that, like, I could almost understand full sentences by the time I left.
That's cool.
But like in like their dialect,
where were you
not
at?
in a different.
So I was in Dublin. I was at the Academy of Dublin.
What were they
in
speaking?
Administrative art. No, they're speaking English. They're just
It's
speaking.
just
I was
really
not
janky.
So fucking
It's so
accented.
janky.
Yup.
It's like, oh, hard he, but
The other day, I was like sitting here just straight reading Irish nationalist poetry in the full fucking accent, trying to fucking distract them.
Hey, hit me a line. Hit a bar.
So some of these are kind of gay.
Say if this reminds you of anything. Throw it down, Cole.
Yeah, but I vacationed for 2 weeks in Glasgow, which is probably what I remember.
That's Scotland, right?
Yeah, that's probably what you
Glasgow.
remember me telling me about.
Kiss the maid and pass it around. Lips like hers are made for many. Our loves are far from us tonight, but these red lips are sweet as any. Red lips are sweet as any.
Oh!
Let no empty glass be seen. Aloof from our good tables sparkle. At the acme of our cheer, here are franks to keep the circle. They are far who missed us most. Sip and kiss, how well we love them. Battling through the world to keep their hearts at peace. Their God above them. And that's the end of the poem, and I can't, but this is
fucking badass.
the poetry of Francis
Very loving.
Ledwidge, poetry from an Irish nationalist rebel, but then a lot of it is, romantic, gay, he's in love with his wife, and he really wants
Read
to...
it do it like Biggie Smalls. Do it like Biggie Smalls. Do another one like Biggie Smalls.
I'm just gonna keep doing it in a fucking Irish accent. How about that?
So you're telling me he was sweet on a girl?
He was heavy on the
I
girl,
think
he was
Biggie
heavy on the
Smalls
mistress.
Heavy on a girl.
Biggie was Irish.
Heavy on a
Jamaican.
lass.
He was somebody's the most Irish black person he can be.
He was
the most Irish fucking...
Was swooning a word they said? Like swooning over a lass, right?
You're swooning over a lass. That's Scottish though, I think, right? Or...
I'm so bad at European
I
accents.
don't know if swooning is
Dude.
Scottish or Irish, but it's one of the two.
That makes me
one
think
of
of
them,
country. That's like old timey country, man.
Can you do an Irish accent, Hunter?
No,
You
no,
can't?
dude. I grew up
Can
in
you
like
do Irish
a part
accent?
Irish
A little
family,
bit.
but
You're gonna talk a
like,
little wee
I
bit,
can't.
a wee
Yeah. My papa, he did not.
bit.
See, this is what happens
You didn't
whenever
talk-
your only introduction to Irish culture is the fucking Lucky Charms, dude.
Boondock Saints.
Boondock Saints.
So, my
Saints.
buddy has a full-blood Native American kid, but he's Irish, and I was sitting up with this kid one time showing him Boondock Saints, and he started swearing. He's like, fuck, 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 fuck. And then my buddy was like, stop doing that, stop doing that. I was like, no, I'm showing him his Irish heritage. I'm showing him his fucking wee Irish, I'm showing him his McElderberry heritage. I'm showing him his fucking...
You're just yelling fucking again.
Yeah, just shooting people and wearing a trench coat, and fucking, I was like, no, it's Irish heritage. This is what he's doing.
Irish
Yeah.
Heritage Month. Just blow up a building. Cuss at your parents.
Rage had one of the best Irish heritage jokes of all time ever
Yeah.
the other day. We were sitting in the car, and then I said Mick. I was like, that's our word. We can fucking say that. We're allowed to say Mick. And then Tyler's like, well, I don't know what I am, blah, blah. He said something. He's like talking shit.
He was like, fuck it, I'll say it anyway. And I was like, yeah, it's funny until you wake up tomorrow and start your car.
Because they bomb people and kill them with their cars. Just so you know. That's what they do up there in the Wheel Isles, Ireland.
There's this video of this guy from Ireland. There's like a news reporter, and he goes to a pub deep in like the hills of like Ireland. And he's like, oh, we're going to go to the tavern today and meet old man McPatrick Killerkenny, and we're going to go talk to him in the bar and see what he's thought of all these years being a patron at the bar. And they take him into the bar, and this guy is cross-eyed. He's sitting on a little stool, and he's just all crooked. And they're like, Mr. O'Pennywagon's been here a patron for about, he's been a patron here for about 45 years now, drinking many beers. And they're like, what do you got to say about it, Penny? And he's like, I hear about it, and then he's like, and he understood it though. The news reporter, I didn't understand a thing that old man said, but he was like, oh, that's very interesting. So how long have you lived here? And he's like, here, I'm 40 years now. What up here, up and down. And they're like, oh,
It's
very
probably mixed
interesting.
with Gaelic, dude. It's
Probably some Gaelic.
a
He's
little bit of
spitting some
Gaelic,
Celt
yeah,
shit, dude.
He's spitting some old shit.
But I imagine that's probably what it sounds like whenever, like, we hear, like, super redneck accents around here. And we
Right, it's like an old
We
school
can hear
thing.
it.
So here's something that a lot of viewers don't know. We talk about accents a lot on the show. The redneck accent, the southern accent, and the English accent are the same thing, but they keep there's an R difference, a rhotic
It's
R.
not the same thing.
It's
There's a-
pretty
there's a-
good. A high-talking Alabama sir from over here that talks like this from Alabama also talks like a really important British person from Britain, and it's not that different at all.
Well, yeah, obviously all
it's
comes
not...
from England, but...
Right, but some of those accents that they have in the Deep South are directly influenced by upper-class English accents for some reason.
So they're just building log cabins and be like, oh, very fancy.
Oh, yes, no, but that's
Sounds
what
me
Alabama.
too.
You hear something from Alabama, you know they're from Alabama. I'm from Alabama, sir. I'm from Alabama. Oklahomans slur. We're a little more relaxed on our shit.
No, we're like faster talking, I think. We're like...
Compare Texas. Texas people like to talk real slow, like Hank Hill, and explain their whole life fucking story. Yeah.
Morgan off of Red Dead Redemption 2.
They like to fucking start explaining shit real slow.
And we're like, I told you I'd bring you back that trailer next week. I'd
Arthur.
borrow it.
Oh, Arthur.
Oh, Arthur.
I told you I didn't mean to borrow that trailer from a couple weeks. I didn't want them tires to blow out on me. I'm
One of
driving.
my favorite instances of that is the Samurai Jack episode, right? There's like this talking hog, right, that's in a tank, right, and he's got a shotgun. He's dressed like a state trooper, and he's even got the shades on, right? And he talks like this. He talks like, I'ma kill you. And then that's all you can fucking understand, right?
He
I
says,
imagine
"I'ma kill
that's
you."
what we sound like to like other countries is like, I'ma kill you.
I sent it to you guys. I don't know if you guys watched it or not. Did you watch the video that uncovered of Bin Laden singing Poker Face?
No, they have been.
There's a video somewhere. The last
That
one
can't
has been
be-
long.
that
No, it's
can't
real.
be,
You want it?
No. I was
Are
gonna
they
say
gonna
they can't
copyright
be.
us? Can
Yeah, I was gonna
Al-Qaeda
say.
copyright us? Can Al-Qaeda copyright us?
They can
Can
start
Al-Qaeda
They can
fucking
bomb us.
His
Go
gun
ahead,
started
put it on.
tomorrow, bro.
Yeah,
dude.
Hold on, here, hold on.
You know, Lady Gaga's gonna play Harley Quinn in the new
So
Joker.
it's gonna be a musical.
With Joaquin Phoenix, the Native American actor.
It's gonna be Joker's. No. Our buddies at Through It All are playing the same venue that his brother died at.
Venue.
shit.
My legs
The
full of
Viper Room.
sinew.
Oh, he's rapping now. Okay, fuck. We lost him. We lost him. He's fucking.
We lost him to the Buddha.
Lucky Buddha. And
Real
I
quick.
drink beer.
This is one of my favorite things of all time.
Super hit.
I think it's fake, but I don't know.
Alright.
Wait, has this really been months?
I don't know. It's not clear. Nobody's really clear. It was before he died.
I mean, it's pretty good.
It was whenever he fucked up. You go hear it.
I like it.
Honestly, I didn't know he was chill like that.
Oh, no, dude. No, dude. Osama's like big chill, dude. Like, people be capping on him, but for real, man,
I
Lodge
couldn't
be.
even believe the fucking MTV Kings episode, bro.
You think he's mean, but it's his poker face, dude. It's all for show.
Holy shit.
He dropped a bomb on us, dude. He dropped a fucking bomb.
He did, man. Just
Hey,
like the Gap Band.
Tyler,
Just like
what
the Gap Band.
top
If I wanted to.
Tyler.
5 countries that you want to travel to around the world?
Ooh, that's a good one.
Ooh, okay. Can I just start naming continents like a dumbass?
Okay.
Okay.
Oh, no, you gotta be
I'm
descriptive.
kidding.
You can say a continent, but you gotta say like east,
No,
west,
no,
north,
I'm,
south.
I'm kidding.
You can say like East Africa. You could hit Ethiopia,
I-
Somalia, and all in one trip. You know what I mean? That'd be kind of sick.
I
Kicking with
do
the
want to
pirates.
go to South Korea one time. I think it'd be fun. I think there's good culture there, good food. I also want to go.
You did use a direction with that name, so that was good. To
Yes,
South
yes,
Korea.
yes.
You didn't just say Korea. It's like, whoa, dude. Like, where are you going?
Which part, bro?
Or are you Pyongyang? Or... all right, but yeah, South Korea. Where else?
Okay. Japan. I always wanted to go. It's a big,
All them Asian places.
yeah, big.
Oh, look,
big
can I tell you a story about Japan? My grandpa went to Japan during the Vietnam War.
Goddamn.
He was, this is so funny.
Do it again.
But my grandpa went to Vietnam obviously during the Vietnam War. He went to all kinds of American bases all over the East Asia, and
Yeah.
they stopped at a port in Tokyo, and they got out, and there was a bar that was owned by a German guy in Japan, and you know, like Germany and Japan were like homies back in World War II. And so, probably some ex-Nazi, he's like, he owns this bar that Americans can come into. And only white Americans. And my grandpa, on my dad's side, he's a little Scots-Irish dude. And he's bow-legged. He looks kind of like, he's a sturdy little fella.
Yeah.
Like stout. He's really stout.
Very
like
stout.
a Guinness Extra.
He just burnt like shit. Yeah, he really is. Yeah. And so he comes through. He's from Arkansas, deep in Arkansas. And so he comes over to Tokyo, and he tries to come in the bar, and the German guy's like, all right, you can come in. You can come in. Nein, you can't come in. You are a Jew. And my grandpa's like, what? I'm from Arkansas. What the hell? I ain't never been a Jew one time. And that guy's like, nein, I can tell you are the Jew by the ears. You have the long Jew ears. My grandpa do got long ears. So he didn't let my grandpa in. For realsies.
Go ahead.
No, that was it. So why do you want to go to Tokyo? No, I'm just
Why do you want to go to a fucking Kyoto? Why do you want to go to a race?
It has nothing to do with the tentacles, I promise.
Big
I mean, that'd be
anime
fun if it
fan.
was.
I do slight offset work for Crunchyroll. You know, I do like commission-based work through their production.
Can you talk about that? Now you're plugging it. Now you want to
Yeah,
talk about it.
definitely
So let's not
plugging
talk about that.
He's also
So,
2 out of 5 of countries. he
Tyler,
visit.
Okay.
if you can say publicly, how much money do you owe to the federal government?
About $50,000.
And do you, at any point, do you ever think about going out in a blaze of glory like Red Dead Redemption, like a fucking like action movie? Do you ever think about ending it on that, or are you going to get your money? Because you're gonna make $50,000 this year. We're not going like it's not like no like
No,
this is
no,
a
it's
dark
not
future for us.
It's not
So what's your end game? How do you deal with this?
Pay monthly payments, keep them off my ass, and then try and do my thing. If I get lucky again, get the bag.
I think that's your dream mostly, Cole. Is like the
No, in my heart,
glory.
in my heart. Someday I want to be like we're doing a podcast and the cops are on their way. I'm like, no, I'll hold them off. You guys keep going.
Why? What did we do?
Yeah, but in my head, that's
Cole,
what I'm
put your
doing.
gun
Talk
down. No.
about the fucking
Wait,
talk about
what
that
happened?
just a little bit too much.
Wait,
What happened?
That's
What
what-
did we do?
No, I'm joking. I'll say you. That's why they're coming for you.
no, that's why they're after me. Yeah,
That's
I want to go
why.
to Switzerland just one time.
Switzerland.
Oh,
Well,
no, number 3, yes.
Yeah.
Oh, that's in between Germany,
Yeah,
Italy, right?
Yes,
The
and I
little
do want to go
Alpine country.
to. I want to go to Greece one time. That'd be cool. Go to the
Greece,
Mediterranean.
The Grecos.
And then also probably we'll just say Canada one time.
Canada?
Yeah.
Canada's pretty American.
Yeah, exactly. Just
But
like
it's chill.
like just so I can go out of the country. You know what I'm saying?
I've never had
I actually
Canadian
put
experience.
Canadian crust punk
Okay,
story.
a mad Canadian.
No.
Have I
That's
told
what
that
I was
story on the
gonna
podcast?
say.
Yeah.
I have already?
Yeah.
Alright, well then I'll tell it. But it's a funny story.
But
still, we
we
should bring it
hear
up.
it. It's on. You gotta go for it, part 2.
It is?
Which is it is. That's exactly which one it's on because I heard that the
that's
other day.
right.
I heard you. Yeah, it is
Hell
where
yeah.
it's. I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, Canada's a fun place.
I don't have any more fucking beer, guys. I don't know
There's
where
this lady-
now. This is about to get fucking a little. This is about to get a little.
Alright, so
Here
we're
we
gonna
go.
take a brief pause for a beer run.
We're gonna rob a gas station. That's what it means in 2023. We're gonna rob a gas station. That's what we're
Good thing we
doing.
have an expert. Just
This old lady in
Okay, wait. He brought.
Oh, yeah,
We got
this is
ass
not-
now. We got ass now. Can we ask? Okay. Okay. So can I? Can I? I can. Okay. We'll figure this out. We have in front of us a man that our local journalism has called themselves the Easy Mart Bandit. The Easy Mart fucking outlaw. The Easy Mart fucking like the violent criminal for they should never let him out of the penitentiary. I
The
swear
Robin
to
Hood
shit
of
on
Robin
you.
the Hood.
He robbed a neighborhood market. Tyler, can you please explain to us the events of the day that you were arrested for the situation at Easy Mart?
So-
Can you please explain what's going on?
Don't forget the shorts.
Please. Yeah, and the shorts, please.
The
Can we
shorts are my
please hear this
favorite
one?
part.
After
Go ahead. Go ahead.
okay, after the death of my parents, I did have a bit of a run-in with not knowing how to deal with life or handle things. I had a touch of family through my moms that were not very fond of me or them. Through the
Right.
fact of them being gay. Cause I
And
had two
you
moms.
didn't get born from them. You were chosen. They picked you. It's like
So
different. Yeah.
They definitely did not see me as family, but they did take me in and they did help me get emancipated. Which then they kicked me out afterwards, which I realized that's why they helped me get emancipated. So I did spend a small run-in sleeping on the streets. I spent about 3 months, genuinely homeless. About maybe a month and a half of that I actually spent outside, sleeping in places or just being up around until I could take naps here and there. And then
That's the worst thing is that when you're homeless, the time you have to kill,
Yep.
like the amount of hours in the day you have
It's
to
like-
exist and not.
It's usually really hard, because I never got the chance. I wasn't there long enough to truly adjust.
Mm-hmm.
Obvious by the fact that I decided to do what I did, which I'll mention in a minute. But
No, I won't hear it. Go ahead. Take your time.
I spent a month and a half couch surfing immediately after that, and then it put me to the point where I didn't have anywhere else to stay. So I spent a month and a half, actually sleeping outside, which for most part, one thing I realized is, at least in my experience, you don't sleep when you originally, or when you first become homeless.
No, the anxiety is too much. You're
you
too
don't
worried.
sleep.
Yeah, it's not possible.
You sit up-
It's
yeah.
like going to
All
jail
fucking night,
for
dude.
the first time for some people. You don't sleep while you're in jail.
No, my first night in jail, I didn't sleep either. That's true too.
Yeah.
And it's that's.
I
something.
found out both of that
Isn't
within
that why
the
you
same
do heroin?
month.
So you get some
I,
rest?
That's part of it. If you want me to be honest.
That's why I do tar.
That's why we're just on that
I
fent, on that trank fent,
I know what
dude.
that's like. Yeah,
Trank
shit,
Fetty,
yeah.
dude.
Trank Fetty.
Trank Fetty.
Shout out to Trank Fetty. This podcast is sponsored by Trank Fetty. Trank Fentanyl. Get at your nearest fucking library.
Please don't. Please do not.
So I spent roughly 4 or 5 weeks actually being homeless. Ended up crashing under a bridge. Eventually I ended up getting most of my sleep in the day, funny enough, hidden away where people wouldn't find me because people were busy. And after a while I just got tired and hungry after not getting people to help out or getting the kindness, because I was never to the point where I actually took a sign and went out and asked, but I would ask people. And it was honestly the best way would just be to walk up and ask someone for something, and sometimes people would help. And I was trying to get jobs. I would just have to go to the library and apply. didn't
That
have
was
a way
the
to find
worst
out.
part,
Yeah,
wasn't it?
which sucks because you have to like ask them to email you to let you know you have the job because you don't have a
If you
phone.
come back to the library, check.
Yeah,
it
see
turns
the
into
address is where it turns into like
This
a big
is
fucking
system.
It's
It's
so
just
stupid,
fucking-
dude. Like, yeah, dude. And they ask you this silly little questionnaire, like, "Hey, man, if you
Yep.
had 3 dogs or 2 cats, which one would you kill first?" And it's like, what the fuck does that have something to do with me?
Yep.
dude?
So
And,
if I have 3 dogs, I'm obviously going with the dog.
Yeah.
So
I have a spare.
Like, motherfucking goddamn, dude.
yeah, spent enough time doing that one day I walked up and I took the clothes. So what I had in my possession was I had a knapsack, like a little Nike bag, which I still have to this day, and then like a couple of like drawstring bags that I also used. That I had like a few pairs of clothes, shorts, funny enough, like stuff that a high schooler
They
would
needed,
have.
yeah. Axe body spray, a basketball.
No, nothing
fucking
like that.
thing.
I did have some like basketball shoes that I wore all the time because it was all the shoes I had left with like my actual basketball shoes from when I was playing basketball. Because I graduated a bit early. Like I was, I did well in my classes.
Smart guy.
Yeah, my parents helped me get through that process. So like getting emancipated or going to college was originally the plan, going to school early. But like getting emancipated made it easy because I'd already graduated. And yeah, I just ended up walking into Easy Mart, grabbing like $40 worth of groceries, and then asking the dude for like any money he had in the register because I wrapped a face like one of my dirty shirts around my face.
Okay.
And then I had a pair of green striped
This is that
black
desperation.
shorts.
This was you're broke
Yep.
and you
This
got
was-
pushed.
this
So
was
what-
like-
Let's back up. Let's back up a little, man. So what led you to be like, okay, I'm going from I can beg people and shit like this to I gotta rob these guys.
People stopped helping me out. Basically, like people, like
Okay.
it was very here or there. Like if one person would give me a cheeseburger and a drink, like that was a good day.
Mhm.
Sometimes 2. A lot of times people just say no, like no matter how long.
Most,
Especially because
probably,
like I had old Nike clothes from when I was like a freshman and sophomore, so like
So
I
you
didn't
thought you
necessarily
did
look
okay, yeah.
broke at first until I just stopped being able to wash my clothes, and by that point, like if you look and smell bad enough, people just don't talk to you. And like yeah, like I'll be honest, like I never really got that he's so young compassion. I remember whenever I got arrested for stealing from the gas station because like the dude immediately called the cops. I got like pulled over like half a mile down the road trying to like I didn't know where to go or run away to. I didn't think that far ahead. They were trying to ask like first of all like where your parents at? Or take you home to your fucking parents because originally they saw the snacks. They didn't know I actually asked the dude for money, so I thought I was just stealing stuff from the gas station. And then they like obviously like they find out I don't have parents, they're not alive. They're like, oh, okay. And then they look at my record and they see that I am a fully emancipated 17-year-old. So I am fully liable and responsible for my actions. Not even like, 17, gonna go home to mom and like go jail. Mom and dad come get him out. They go get threatened with big boy court. Like no, like in every aspect now.
You're an adult.
Yes,
Yeah.
and I have to be tried as an adult regardless. Like so, there just wasn't that safety net of having parents to like maybe earn over a judge or have enough money to show a judge or anything like that. And I spent the next 3 months in jail until eventually, like they originally like they charged me for like armed robbery because they thought I had a gun. Didn't have a gun.
Right, but you passed a note. Is that what it was?
No.
Or did you,
No, I
verbally?
just asked him.
Okay.
Like he saw that I had stuff in my hands that I was stealing, clearly, and I asked him for money, and he handed me a $20 bill out of the register.
$20.
So it was $63 in product and money altogether. And they originally thought
That's what
like
you got out of there with?
yeah,
Beef
What
and
a
jerky.
fucking
$20 of it was fucking beef jerky.
So a bag
two
of
bags.
beef jerky.
Yeah.
One bag.
And some
Nowadays,
potato
you'd be in
chips.
prison. If that happened to you, you'd be in prison. They'd just lock you up.
They'd be like, how the
fucking
fuck
put
could you do that?
That's crazy.
Yeah, dude. So
Holy shit.
they
They're
set my
mostly mad
bail
about
at
that.
$50,000 because they thought
That's
it was armed robbery.
insane.
They
That
thought it
makes
was
me
armed
fucking
robbery.
So mad. That is fucking crazy.
Armed robbery,
That
and
is
then
literally-
then at my they tried to do that like where they try to give you a deal. 12 years in prison. They thought it was armed robbery. I did not have a public defender. I had a public defender. Or no, I did not have a public defender. I did not have a public defender yet. And at the like plea hearing, they offered me the whatever, like the plea deal for 12 years in prison for an armed robbery. Otherwise, they were telling me I'm going to have to go to court for an armed robbery, which isn't going to go good. And I'm like, well, I wasn't armed, so I'll take a public defender. Thank God I did. They went through the footage. They scoured through it. The dude even admitted there was no weapon on the police report that he could see. So they dropped it. They just flat out dropped it. Like, not enough people turned in information.
Yeah.
I got it deferred with another small case because I got in trouble for so after I got out of jail, before I went to school, like at the ripe age of 18, before I actually like got my shit together, applied through the programs, find out how I could do that shit. Because I just had no direction. I could have avoided all of this with a little bit of like a direction. Like school's taught you what the fuck to do.
If you had a masculine influence, I think you would have been a really good guy. And that's not.
Or
like,
no, you're right.
Yeah,
You're right.
okay.
Someone that was ready to be like, hey, this is what happens if shit goes south. Like if like, because whenever I lived with Rick and
Steve
Sherry,
Wilkos. You need Steve
Sherry hated me. Like
Sherry's
through
your
the
mom.
point- Yeah, she was my adopted mother through the second form, like the one that died recently. Not my two moms.
Right.
Sherry was not a big fan of me because I was also kind of like just about myself. I didn't care if I came off a little gay or if they had to ask. Like I was just who I was. Right. Rick, super nice dude, awesome dude, and he started giving me this. Hey, if you're ever by yourself, this is what we need to do. Crash course. And then I got emancipated a week later. He just couldn't teach me enough in time, you know? Like, he did everything he could to tell me not to without telling me not to and going against his wife. But I realized, like, when you say that masculine influence, I do realize that he had, like, this, like, hate, like, absolute, like, Red Dawn type, like, preparation mindset to, like...
feminine things?
No, of, like, if shit goes south. Like, what do you do if you're trapped alone in the woods? What do you do if there is invader? What do you do if you're homeless and your parents are... Like, he would have had a plan for it. And he was genuinely trying to, like, give me tips of, like, here's what you do. Here are services you use. This is what the government has to give you and shit.
Take every dollar they'll fucking give you. Every dollar.
I wasn't paying attention to it because I thought I was emancipated. They were going to pay for, like, the first month of my apartment. I did have a job. I thought everything was going to be okay. I got fired for being late to work, which was my fault.
That's fine.
Yeah, fucking...
I hate that shit.
But yeah, no, after getting a $50,000 bail and going through a plea deal, I waited 2 months to get a public defender assigned to me. Got my next court date because it kept getting pushed back. That court date, I got, is it Dyson?
The vacuum company?
No. I'm trying to think of which coach here in Tahlequah, because this dude was a fucking...
Coach,
He retired. He was a coach for a bit,
and
and then he went into law, and his son was like... Brett something. I could just go look it up on my old paperwork or something, but whatever this dude at Tahlequah is, he retired a few years ago, was a G. He was like, so they haven't confirmed if it was unarmed or armed, but there's no reports of a weapon. I'm like, yes. He's like, sounds like unarmed to me. Most of the product was this. He's like, yes. He's like, did you have to threaten him? I was like, no. He's like, so it wasn't force of fear. It sounds like you asked the dude for money. He gave it. You did rob the place. He's like, but I don't see this $50,000 bond. He's like, I'll give you a $5,000 bond.
Yeah.
And then and then at the time, my girlfriend, who was like kind of hit or miss or whatever, like came through and got me out. Thank God for a girl that holds a gun. $500. Next court date, it got dismissed. And they're like, hey, but the case of you selling a drug, like I sold weed and got in trouble for that at a gas station, they kept that. And they're like, we're going to do probation for like 7 years on this.
And and so that's what me and Jim Collins are on this long, like, weird gray area with our legal things where we could be revoked and sent back for something. And we're not criminals. Me and you aren't criminal. We're not badass like Ocean's 11. We're gonna go fucking heist the place up. Yeah.
On like an application in this situation, that gray area, you don't have to tell someone you're a felon because you're not.
Right, because you don't have to. They can also fire you for lying.
Yep,
that's what it is. It's both. So you don't have to tell them, but they can also fire you for not telling them.
Convicted. But exactly. If they look it up, then they'll definitely.
Yeah, they'll know. Exactly. Exactly.
What the fuck?
So I have one more. I know you already fucking told this story earlier today. I know I already forced you to do this. Okay, I know I already got this out of you, but they haven't heard this yet. Okay. Your most recent situation with the job that we had.
I was going to say, this is a great pivot to what just happened.
Okay, so now we cut forward fucking 5 years.
This is what I've been
I'm going to tell you guys.
We need the backstory as well. You can't just go into this.
So,
go ahead.
I'm going to start with the backstory on work. I sell memberships for car washes at work.
Right.
Used to.
As an employee there, I got a bunch of free washes to use. And a lot of times, whenever you're trying to sell someone a $35, $40 monthly package for car washes, and this place just opened up so they've never been there, they hit me with, I don't know if I want it yet. I've never used it. And our bosses and owners were so stressed and adamant about the fact that we need to get memberships. So I would be like, I'll let you use one of my washes. If you like it, I have to go down there and get a review anyways. I can sign you up. I did that. My general manager was basically cool with it because it was getting us memberships. However, we both found out the hard way that the owner was not cool with that. So the owner decided to go through and see all the times I did. It was like 30 times. Every time was linked to a membership. So they're like, it's not like a criminal thing or anything like that. However, I was irresponsible with that and was wasting my my car washes on people that weren't members technically. Yes, if I sold them a membership, his response, fair enough, was I should have been able to do it without giving them a free wash.
Right, you should get a test
I
bump
fucked up.
of the
I'm
cocaine
gonna
you
be
buy.
honest.
You should test bump of any
All
coke you buy.
listeners, I fucked
You
up.
should get a
Don't
fucking-
try and get around your job, even if your manager's cool with it.
I can see
Just
how-
do your job. Do the bare minimum, and if it's not enough, let them fire you.
I
Okay?
mean, I get it, dude. You were trying to do like a good
Yeah.
thing, right, by trying to pull more customers. If they got one good fucking free wash out of it,
Okay,
you know,
but
they
this
right.
is where
come
the
back,
story
right?
goes from
Yeah.
down to just immediately vertical.
Okay.
Okay.
So, cut to about a year ago. Before I actually started this job, I had a bit of a fling in Fayetteville. Who was...
Flames in Fayetteville!
They were an OnlyFans creator. And they were like top 0.0 or 0 point something 0%. Like, it's ridiculous. Like, within like the top 5,000 creators. And they're a very popular person. You can find them very easily, but I will not name drop them for the sake that I don't have permission. However,
Fair enough.
absolutely wonderful person, beautiful, beautiful person. And we used to have a pretty on again, off again, fuck buddy relationship. Kind of got serious, kind of didn't. One of the incidents that led to our relationship kind of falling out was they also had a bunch of creator friends. And I was the stand-in model and penis for a video involving her and two other friends. So, with that, things got weird. We weren't dating, so I ended up seeing her friend. Just standard asshole dude things, whatever you want to chalk it up to. I don't know. I ended up, kind of ruining the friendship group between
With your
them.
penis.
With my penis, yes.
Oh no.
Mind you, though, if she just would have dated me, it would have all been different. But it's alright.
Would you win for it, Tyler? Would you win for it? You would date, you would
If
settle
we'd
down.
been dating, no, I would not have talked to her friends or anything. But we weren't dating, technically, by her words.
Because that was her choice or yours?
That was her choice to not be
Okay.
dating. So
Okay.
she got upset whenever her friend did want to date and be with me. And it was to the point where her friend valued the friendship more. I backed out of the relationship. Cool. I'm sorry about this. I guess I caused an issue, whatever. Everything went well. We talked it out like adults. However, that was an issue.
I mean, the pimp hand is a valuable tool.
just remember.
So, cut to now.
Rick James taught us that.
That's the one that I originally had met that had asked me to be in the video with her friends, asked me to come help her move because she apparently got in a relationship didn't work out too well. She needs help moving. I, of course, say yes. I go over there. I help her move some of her shit. She stays home to get some stuff packed up and asks me to take some boxes and move them over to her friend's house. So I pull up to her friend's house. I'm starting to move boxes. Her friend comes and
Are these
starts...
all euphemisms for fucking her friends?
No.
You
No.
Not yet.
Are you
Not
parking
yet.
your
Not
penis-
yet.
Not yet.
Well,
Okay.
I have never
And
met
then
her
you went
new
to her
roommate.
friend's garage. I'm
But
like,
her
all right, where am I
roommate
going?
is one of her newer friends that she's moving in with,
I'm getting hot.
and she I walk into the house, I'm getting everything set up, and she mentions the fact that she's a fan of my work because her and
Your
Michaela
penis
talked
work?
about it.
Yes.
Jokingly.
I'm a fan of your.
The video has sold. Let's just put that out there. The video.
The video did sell a lot
Prepaid.
of prepaid. Yes, $24.99. It sold a few thousand times. They made a lot of money off of that. They have
Was the
continued
prime
to.
seller the penile or the vaginile?
I think the prime seller.
There's a little bit of both. It took
A little bit of
tango.
both.
It took
A little
some
bit
two
of,
to tango.
I'm proud of my work, okay?
You're
However,
fucking badass. You're gonna fuck
this
yourself
is-
out
this
of
is-
this.
No, but where this is going is her friend ends up mentioning that, and it gets in my head. I'm like, my best friend Rage has been mentioning that I should just start an OnlyFans ever since they found out about this and just make money that way. I'm like,
Your best friend's
okay,
right
cool.
behind you that we didn't address since
I want to point out, I've been telling this man this since I've met him. 2 years, but a year before this even happened. I'm like, you're fucking beautiful. People would pay to look at your body like it's fucking art.
I don't think
And this
so.
man does not fucking believe me. And then this shit happens.
But I lay pipe, and I lay pipe well.
You lay mad time. Okay, just so we're clear. Just so we're clear. As a witness, with my hand on the Bible, Tyler gets some pussy. Tyler just mad. Just so we're clear with me, like that's
This
going on.
man
That
fucks.
thing happened. No, he does fuck. There's some fucking going on. Okay, and if any lady listening to this, he'll give you the best thing ever. Apparently, is what I've heard. Apparently the best fucking thing ever.
It's a gift. It's a gift.
Right,
of the curse.
right.
I balance them. You know?
You have good Yelp reviews. You have
Yes,
good fucking.
This is a 5 out of 5 star place you would eat. That's
No,
all-
it's
that's all we're saying.
apparently it's the
So
shit.
that was like a funny interaction, and that got me thinking. All right, I'm like, oh, that's funny. They added me on Snap. You know, we'll see how it goes. Fucking go home, lay pipe with Michaela,
Like a plumber.
plumbing,
Like a plumber on meth.
and then I end up.
There's no way you're just gonna drop like that, bro.
And then, anyways,
Hey,
we
in
can
post.
edit that. We
In
can edit
post.
that.
Just make sure we edit that.
That part where you say her name. If you guys hear this, we have 400 viewers. If you
Yeah,
want
you gotta
to
go-
It's
we
very
have
easy to do
400
the math.
viewers.
Keep all this in, but just still bleep.
I mean, it's alright. But
Anthony, are we editing anything? I don't think we're
actually-
editing. Me and you are editing
actually,
anything.
no,
I don't
fuck
think
this.
we're editing anything.
Fuck that. This is the promotional tour.
Way to say.
Okay. So as I do that, I decide that after my hard work for the day of moving boxes and laying pipe, I'm gonna go get coffee. I'm gonna go get coffee. And as I go get coffee at the only spot I know, I hear a very familiar British voice because one of the friends that I decided to get like seriously involved with after the case screams my name out as apparently they still work there. Did I go there hoping they worked there? Yes. But as I run up and come talk to me, they are also continuously in the OnlyFans business. And they asked me how life was going. I told them the situation. Just honestly, I told them all the details and everything. I was just like, this is what I'm dealing with. It's some bullshit. And with some paperwork drawn up, I'm going to feature back in on their account with them and a couple friends because they manage their own accounts. And I'm going to pay back that. Instead of dealing with it in court and taking it to court,
You're gonna fuck your way out of it.
I'm just gonna I'm gonna pay it back with dick money.
Yeah.
What a fucking
Yeah,
like,
dude, what a
at
fucking
Mason,
hero, bro.
if you
Dude,
could,
that's what I'm saying,
if you
bro.
laying
could,
pipe
if
to
you
pay
could
the
fuck your
bills,
way out of a
people.
court
He is
fee, would you
laying
do
pipe
like if
to
you
pay
could?
the-
I fucked my way into court and back out again.
That's what I'm saying, bro.
Holy shit.
I fucked
So-
the judge. That's my
With
son.
that, might be making an OnlyFans. But
Everyone subscribe. Let's know.
Bitch,
We'll
what
tag
do
you
you
in the fucking
mean,
description.
Mike?
Oh, sorry.
Make this shit
No,
happen.
this is just-
Fuck.
New
Bro,
one.
people, there is. If
You just
the
see
thing,
side ass just all the time. I'm
the
just
thing
chopping
with
it over.
OnlyFans, and the reason why I fully support anyone who's like, I want to make one, is because no matter what you fucking put on that website, someone's gonna buy it. There
At
is
least one
something for everyone, no matter what you fucking put
There's
out there.
magicians on there.
Dude,
There's magic
OnlyFans was
tricks.
I originally was gonna make an OnlyFans for cooking lessons.
Really?
To teach people how to make shit with nothing. Like to literally make a video showing my pantry and being like, here's what we can make with canned goods.
With
And
dead
here's what
rats?
actually
Don't show
gonna
the
taste
whole
good.
With dead mice? With
Right?
dead fucking
Like, 'cause
rats?
that's what
They gotta
OnlyFans
pay
was used
monthly
for.
for the
It
whole
was
pantry.
meant as like one of those
premium.
class places, right? But it was co-opted by sex workers, which I fully fucking
So they're
support.
stolen. Them damn hoes stole
not
that.
They got it.
Not
They came
really.
and took it.
They found the platform that worked for them, and eventually it didn't. So they moved on to other places. However, there are still some people who use OnlyFans for sex. That being said,
most people.
OnlyFans, no matter
Some
what
as in
you
most.
put
As in
on that
pretty
website,
much everybody on there
you're
that's pretty much-
guaranteed to
yeah.
make at least $5.
$5.
Guaranteed.
What
Someone
kind of a fucking goddamn guarantee?
Hold on.
between
I did make
free-
like $20 on Feet Finder just posting pictures of my feet. That is a real thing.
You can literally, no matter who you are, no matter what you fucking look
It's like
like,
completely
you can
anonymous.
post sexual shit on the internet and people will fucking pay for it. It doesn't matter what the fuck you post because someone will be into it.
It doesn't matter what
Someone
you look like.
will
either.
I
It's
should
just
take
what
videos
you
of me
look
stepping
like.
in
It really
wet
doesn't
mud.
matter like what you
People
look
will
like.
fucking
Barefoot,
pay.
respect.
That
That's
is,
me
dude.
pissing
Look
myself
at all of
and
the
shitting on
fucking
myself.
Facebook videos. Look at all these
Shooting ropes.
cringy ass
Shooting
videos where
ropes.
people are pouring
Shooting
shit over
lead.
food. Those are all fetish content. That is legitimately all fetish content. That is people getting off to those videos. If you've ever
Getting
seen your
off, like,
aunt share like a
Hasselhoff.
weird cooking video where they pull
Well,
up
this
a
really did
vase and
Hasselhoff.
icing suddenly just like cascades down a cake, that's a fetish video. Someone is jerking off to that while you're watching that.
You
Gary
can't post
fucking
anything
T.
without someone jerking off to it.
And
So make your fucking
God
bag. No
for
matter
the
who
state
the
of
fuck you
Israel.
are, no matter what the fuck you're going through, If
Guys.
you do it properly, no one will know it's you.
That's okay.
Yeah, you have to. What
I
you
have
have
a dick
to.
appointment in 30 minutes and I got to go to my
Okay,
room.
so now guess what, Rage? Guess what, Rage? Guess what, Rage? My other roommate that I can get
everybody
dressed.
thank Tyler for being on your. Yeah, great. Glad
Hey, you killed it, dude. You killed it. You killed it, dude. Thank you. I appreciate it. Thank you. Yeah, you killed it. You killed it. No, that was good shit. No, thank you. Thank you.
Make
You
sure y'all
fucking
do the
killed
beer tier list.
I'm just throwing out. That sounds
I
like
will
a
at the
dab
very
break
end,
time.
the end before
That
me.
sounds like a good dab break time.
A dab break.
Pause. Not stop. Pause.
No, wait. Oh, back.
Not stop. Pause.
1976. What's up?
We're back from the dab break. Is everybody high? Is everybody real smoking weed? Is everybody smoking weed in Oklahoma legally? Because we all have medical cards and we're all super legal right now.
Legally.
Legally.
Everybody's super legally.
I read a book and I open the page. On the first page, there's a motherfucker named Rage.
Mason.
Oh shit! Let me set the stage.
Why do you keep rapping?
Bro, I'm just on some shit, dude.
What's going on with the rapping? Do you think you're going to go into the rap game?
I think I'm gonna drop this podcast bullshit and just start freestyling in the streets, dude.
What's your name? What's your rap name?
I'm just gonna go by S Breezy.
S Breezy.
Yeah, and then you're
What's
gonna read
the
it and be like
S stand for?
Breezy.
What's the S stand for?
Sakonga, which might be a cooler name, but I'm just making it complicated for no
Sakonga.
reason.
Sakonga means
Breezy.
like gay guy. It means like gay, little gay, like gay guy.
Yeah, it means like queer. It means sucks the potato, like spud sucker. That's the English translation for my name. Sakonga spud sucker.
It means like blue is the gayest color. It means that that's the gayest color they ever had.
Blue is the gayest color.
It's my favorite color, honestly. I'm gay. Just so we're clear, I
got
am
that on
gay
tape.
and we're allowed to, yeah, no, that's that's
We
the
got
first
it.
time I'm open.
He's
I'm out of the closet by
busting
now.
out of the closet, dude.
Yeah. No,
My name
whenever
is Sakonga. Take fat rips from the bonga. When I sing this shit, it's a songa. Ooh, don't get it wrong.
what is wrong with you? Why can't you wronga? What? Like that's
can't you
not
wronga?
even like that was easy. What?
what is a wronga?
Right from
Don't
wronga. Straight hits with Sakonga. Oh shit, I be rapping like this all night longa. Ooh, hits from the.
Manga?
I be reading manga backwards. Oh shit, I be getting hit and say that hurts.
Wronga, I hardly even know a.
Mason, be honest with me. Have you ever read manga?
Them backwards books?
Them backwards books
Yeah.
is what he said.
Yeah, that's well. Okay, I probably haven't opened one in like 15 years. But there's a Hastings, you know those video stores? Not hospital.
They're out of them now. There's a dying breed. They're like a fucking
But back in the
rare-
day, if you could go to them, they had them backwards books in there. And I'd look at them and be like, why you got all those backs with the front showing back? Not the. Why are all the books put on the face wrong? So I pick it up and I look in the back, and then that looks like the back. There's like copyright on the front, which appears to be the back. So that's when I discovered that Japanese people wrote books backwards, and so, according to our culture.
Well, yeah, backwards subjective. It's like they could be
Subjective,
frontwards to us. Like it could be the other way around.
Yeah, and they could do pop-up books, and it would go out.
But our comic books are better than their comic books because our comic books last less long, and they have more punching, and they have more jumping off things, they have more rape, and they have more like sexual problems, and they have more fucking like weird like ethical issues. They have more.
I just read some cool one about a dragon for about 15 minutes, and my mom said, okay, we have to go. And I think that was my only introduction to manga in my entire life. And then I'd see people at school reading a book backwards, and I'd be like, no, that's nerd.
You know what the fuck was up? Did you know that if you read Wizard of Oz backwards, it plays Pink Floyd The Wall?
I've heard the constituency, but I'm
No, wait, I don't think it's backwards. I don't think that's how it goes. I think it's if you play regular.
So my dad had this thing where one time he told me that he had a friend that's schizophrenia, and he went to Ned's back in the late 80s, and he was like, okay, this friend was like obsessed with proving that he played the White Album by the Beatles, and he played Singing in the Rain, like the musical, like Singing in the Rain, what a glorious feeling, like that musical. You play that one, you play Beatles Bible at the same time, it's a message from God. Like the same way Wizard of Oz and Pink Floyd was. And they did it at Ned's for a night. They literally let someone fucking do it. And then everyone's like, yo, that was ridiculous. That had nothing to do with anything we're doing. Why would you? And then, okay, this is bizarre. I've heard someone else say this too. That same night, that same guy that my dad knew was like, after that, he made up the theory that Mr. Ed is buried in Tahlequah. And so Mr. Ed is a horse that was on in like Nick at Night in like the late 80s
I know
and
where
early
he's
90s.
buried, dude.
Where's he at?
Bro, it's okay. Remember when I lived out in Moody?
Yeah.
Clover Circle,
Wait.
right on the road.
On the right, on the right.
You go
Come on,
past
town.
the movie theater, bro. There's literally it's on Google Maps, Mr. Ed's grave, bro. And you go on
That's
that
true.
road past the movie theater. You just keep going, and eventually it'll be on the right. And it's just behind this dude's house in his backyard, and he has like a bunch of these graves, and one of them is Mr. Ed. The horse.
Who's Mr. Ed?
It's-
So
it's a
Mr. Ed
horse.
was a show back in the day about a talking horse that had magical powers and could stop crime and was in charge of shit. And so it was like a black and white show. And so they say the horse that played Mr. Ed died. He was murdered or overdosed on fentanyl or something like that. And they buried
I
him
see
somewhere
God.
in Tahlequah
Yeah,
where it's like it's this outside
Yeah,
thing.
it's outside.
And so I've heard before that's fake, and they just said that just to give credit to Tahlequah. We don't know.
Nah,
If we
you
want to
just
go up there, you want to go up there and dig up this horse?
Let's dig
You
it
want
up.
to dig this horse up and do some archaeological What do you think, Anthony? What do you think?
I mean, yeah, we can try to dig it up, but
I would dig up a horse. I just think that sounds fun.
I don't think it's a horse.
What if it's
What
not
if it's a horse at
What if
all?
it's a guy? What if there's a
What if
guy
it's a
buried
dude?
there?
What if it's a dude?
It's like, wow, I wrote a mystery. You know, there used to be a bomber here, a guy who blew up shit in Tahlequah. He had, I forgot his name, but he blew up like a couple of the bars around here back in the 70s, and he just liked making a lot of bombs. He owned the Keg. You know that weird A-frame building that's like a church now, north of town.
Wait, the keg. What the fuck is that? What do you
The
mean?
Keg was a bar that used to exist, and it was in what is now like this interesting looking rock wall A-frame building on the north end of town. Like you know where that old liquor store at the
Hot Rod.
Huh? Hot Rod, yeah, it's like across the street
Hot Rod
almost from
Liquor,
it, right?
yeah.
Because that's kind of where it is, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's up there. But anyways, yeah, that guy who owned it, he called it the Library Club. That was the name of like his. It was like a bar, restaurant, club combo, and he had a bunch of names for it. And then he bombed all the other nightclubs, and they're like, "Huh, I wonder why yours wasn't bombed." Turned out it was him. Oh, he blew up a lady. He tried to blow up her husband on accident. And then there's this lady from she's still around today. This lady from Tahlequah talked about when she was a kid. This guy who owned the Keg came in and tried to like beat up her dad, and then her dad beat him up. And then he was like, "I'm gonna get revenge." And then he tried to blow up his truck, like all Irish, like IRA style. You know what I mean? Like
He
start
set
the
that
key.
shit
And,
up.
yeah, and they say it was straight overkill, dude. She was obliterated in the mist, man. Just like nothing,
Her rib bones are coming to other people.
dude. She ate fentanyl, laced cereal milk. I see God.
This podcast is sponsored by Trank Fetty. This podcast is sponsored by Trank Fentanyl. Chinese fentanyl and
Is Trankenfetti like a Choctaw name?
Trank Fetty is a rap group.
Oh, okay.
They're a rap group from Staten Island. And how dare you for even fucking questioning it? How dare you for even fucking...
It sounds like a Choctaw right now. My bad.
So, hey, so you know what? So you know about the new Marvel show?
Marvel?
So Marvel made a show about Choctaws.
what is it?
So it's called Echo. It's going to be out pretty soon. It's going to be the first ever show in a Choctaw dub. They'll have a Choctaw dub for it, and it'll be written in Choctaw phonetic. Like, there'll be a thing for it.
a little bit about this.
And it's all set in Southeastern Oklahoma, and it was filmed all in that area, and it's like, I haven't even seen...
Can you
half
imagine
season one
going to
Daredevil.
the? Can you imagine going to the viewing of that? How bad it would smell in there. All those Choctaws.
Can't be any worse than Kanachi, right? Can't be any
Dude,
worse.
I'd let Leonardo DiCaprio pound my Kanachi. You know what I mean?
I can't take you to another gathering.
Is that a gay?
I-
Are you just saying you're a
can't-
gay?
No,
right
dude,
there,
I'd let
publicly?
Leonardo
What the fuck?
DiCaprio participate in our culture and pound Kanachi. I'd let him pound my nuts in the
You
morning.
didn't even see that bullshit movie. You didn't even see that bullshit
What movie?
The Killers of the Flower Moon.
That one finally came out.
Hey,
I heard about
I
that
saw it in
shit.
theaters.
I'll flower moon you right now.
Do it.
He said, "I'll flower your moon."
Ooh. That sounds like your asshole's ruptured. It's called the flower moon.
That's oh boy, that's not that's not a good maneuver.
Little flower. Little
Killers of the
moon.
Flower Moon. It's like, dang. It's just Tyler 100 years ago just ripping everyone's asshole open.
So the Echo, dude. I can't to go to a gathering
Who's
of Native
this guy?
Americans.
Who's doing a video?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Sorry, viewers. Mason. The last time that I took Mason to a large gathering of Native Americans, right? Like, yeah, dude. You know the first thing this guy says to me
What
as
do you do,
soon
Hunter?
as we
What do you fucking
so
do?
we get out for Res Dog. We're going for the Res Dogs editions, by the way.
Oh, we got
up
a
in
lot of stories
Tulsa.
about this. We got a
For
lot
a little
about
bit of
this.
context, for a little bit of background, right? And so we're going up to the Res Dogs editions, right? We hop out of the car, right? The first thing this motherfucker says is, "What are all these Mexicans doing?"
Let's have a. We mentioned this in the Mo episode.
Holy
and
shit.
apparently, what Ali told me is the Mo episode was so good and she's so funny that we were all scared of her. And that's why I never published it. That's what Ali told me.
That is what
he
happened. That is what happened.
That is not what happened. That's not what happened.
Mo
That's not,
just
I
tore
was willing to do it.
Comedically, Mo tore us apart, dude.
She was really funny. I'm not gonna say she wasn't really. She was really
came
funny.
through like an F5 in a trailer park.
She fucking stopped good. Like, she was good. But it was other things. So what I'm saying is this, okay? I want to tell the story because it was already told that one time, that one episode, because Rowan was there and Mo was there, and that's why we retold it. But I want to tell it again. So, there's a show called Reservation Dogs. And Reservation Dogs was the first native-run show in a long time. It was like the first one that was like, it was going to be on Hulu, and like local tribes from Oklahoma are coming together, and they have like a story about
It's a pretty good show. It's produced and directed by Sterling Harjo.
He's a badass motherfucker. He has a Turnpike Troubadours music video that he fucking kills it out. He's a fucking badass.
He do the Troubadours?
Yeah, he did. What was
That
it?
makes sense.
Long Hard Son or Me Old Son.
And Jack White stuff for Jack White.
Sterling Harjo is fucking cool. He's a good director. He's a badass motherfucker. Okay, so he has this show, and me and Mason Hunter went on audition for it before this podcast ever even came out. We went to audition for Reservation Dogs.
We had
And
plans before this started going.
I literally lost my car over this. That's what also partially spurred this, okay? We went there. We were waiting long. Guys, how long were we waiting in line for?
About 3 hours.
About
3 hours?
3 to 4 hours, give or take.
Can I just...
Yeah. Can you describe what you just did?
So what it is I went
Context.
to a flea market, and I bought a 3-in-1 crowbar, hammer, and axe, and a nail puller. And then Mason put a cigarette in the nail puller part of it, and so I own it. And so now I'm hitting it out of the nail puller part as if it was a cigarette. When we get video, this will be the best podcast.
Take a picture
on
of me and
fucking-
put it on the...
I wish somebody had fucking...
Oh, where's my phone?
Shit, I can see here for a second. So we went to Reservation Dogs, right? And we auditioned to be on this show. And this has spawned my own thing for you guys and for me that I think we have. Where it was like, okay, hold on one second.
Dude, y'all look so hot. Dude. That was so good.
You should put on my Tinder.
I'm gonna
dude.
jack off to this later.
I'm the only single
Cole smoking
one.
through a fucking...
A nail puller? You're a nail puller?
Oh yeah, dude. That's... hey, nail puller, I hardly know her.
God damn it.
Okay, so we went and we did Reservation Dogs, right? And we did that shit. The line was... How long was the line? It was 2 miles? A mile and a half?
I'd
Like,
say
how long?
about 30 miles as the Indian runs.
So it was the longest line of Native Americans that didn't involve cheese. It was the longest line of Native Americans that didn't involve cheese that I've ever fucking been in. Okay? And we're sitting there and we're like, with like this scum of fucking Tulsa. And we go all the way up there.
No, dude, we were with some honorable people. We had some
So we
older
go up there.
Rapahos we was hanging with.
The people behind us and in front of us are cool. Those guys are
Yeah,
cool.
yeah, everyone
But
was pretty
some of the
chill.
people on were not good. And we go up there and then
Some
we
of them
get-
came looking like Red Dead Redemption characters, and then some of them
Came
just...
in, like,
this one
military
guy was
fatigues,
just a straight
like, yeah.
army uniform.
Or Air Force! Not Army, right? That guy was a
My bad.
pussy. Fuck him,
No,
I'll find
dude,
it.
saw he's definitely not a pussy.
He said something. He did something at least.
That's what they do.
Okay,
They're
well,
for-
hey, let's not
I mean,
skip.
Dude, as much as dude, we did
Fuck.
something, man. We moved that motherfucker to the back of the line because we told him he wasn't cutting in front of us.
Yeah.
Okay,
You
so
know
let's
what?
talk about it. Let's explain what's going on.
You know what we
So
told
we're
back of the
sitting
line.
there, hour and a half in, go in there, and the villain spawns out of the porta potty. And it was a villain spawns out of the porta potty.
Dude,
Gave him
really
his gun.
did,
Yeah,
dude.
he like just can't. No one saw him in line, and there was this big old fucking guy, and he was maybe trans.
He wasn't big. He was tall and
maybe-
skinny.
He was tall and skinny.
bro.
He was taller than you.
Lanky,
He's taller than you, and you're a tall guy. You're a tall
He's
guy.
probably 6'4".
He was 6'4", 6'5", something like that. He was tall and he was skinny, and he was like, "Hey, I'm stepping in line." And then Rowan, our friend of the show, came up and she's like, "Hey, what the fuck? We've been waiting here for 3 hours to roll." And he was like,
No,
"Hey,
he didn't
well,
even
fuck
ask, bro.
you."
He just
Whatever.
stood next to us, dude. And he was just like standing there, and we were like, Rowan was like, "Dude, what the fuck are you doing?" Basically, like he kept on like trying to inch closer, and we were like, "Dude, what are you doing?" And he was like, my group already went inside," or some shit like that. And then we were like, "No, the fucking dude, like get the fuck behind us, in front of us." And like, yeah, dude, he kept on. So he argued with us. He argued with the people behind us. He argued with the people behind them, right? And then he gets into the fight with
No, don't skip. So here's what happened: is that he's arguing with us, and we're sitting there, and you're riffing on Whoop Mason. You're riffing on Joe saying like
Yeah, I was joshing at him a little bit. I was
Yeah,
like, wow, what
and
a
then Rowan's
dick.
going the hardest. Rowan's saying the hardest. She's like, "What the fuck is wrong with you?" Hard. Oh, this is the one where Rowan says the hard. Just show me. But no,
She said, "Get that damn actor out of here."
we go, and
Actor
this
on
guy's
her
sitting
leaving
there. He's
her.
like, "Hey, fuck you. Okay, who wants to fight? Who wants to fight?" Saying that in line at the registration audition. Most people that are from Tulsa that have this audition, they're like, okay, or from LA. They're from LA, and they have to like, okay, you can do this and not have adults be adults and not fucking have to go and be a brawl. They're wrong. Who wants to fight? Get me out of here. There's no. We go through there. We're roasting him. He goes up to an Air Force guy. That as bizarre as it is, he's in the sheriff's force, and he fucking has his uniform on, and he's like, "You want to die? You see, motherfucker, you want to die?" He's like threatening him right there. He goes to people, they back off. He goes up to me and Mason, are you back? But then he goes to this guy, like, "You want to die?" And he's like, "Okay, well, it's fine. Meet me somewhere. You want to meet in the parking lot?" He's like, "Nah, I'll meet you. Fuck you." The Air Force guy backs out. He goes up. He threatens a few more people. He gets towards the front of the line. He's up to a guy that looks like Chris. And he goes to a guy that looks like Chris with better clothes. He's like, "You want to fight? Fuck you. You want to fight?" And the guy goes, "Yeah, I do." Fucking punches him the fuck out. Right, like knocks. They start fucking brawling right there. Like they're
He's a shorter guy,
Like
too.
yeah, he was small, but he's tall. He's taller than me.
No,
but
dude. Okay, so I'll describe this dude because I remember him in full fucking detail. Right? He's like this scrawny, like skinny, like white dude, right, dude?
With
And he
chain.
just fucking swings, dude. And he knocks this dude to the fucking ground, right? Like finally got the fight that he wanted, dude. And like that guy is welcome at any res. Anytime, man. Like, yeah, dude. Like, that guy is welcome by me, dude.
Dude's
Like,
a
yeah.
fucking hero.
Hell
And then he
fucking
went
yeah.
through, he whooped that dude's ass, and everyone came out, and then this is what happened, is that the people at the Red Sox audition were like, okay, no, please, he attacked me, this is a white guy, I mean, hate crime on a gay, trans person, this is bad, and then as soon as people came out, everyone in the crowd went, no, let him go, let the guy go, this was the bad guy,
Yeah,
this was the dude,
like,
bad
everybody
guy,
was like, dude, this was the asshole. Like, yeah, dude.
this is the fucking bad guy. This was not good. And they let the guy go. The guy went to go audition like nothing. Whooped a dude's ass, and he stayed in the line
Because he's welcome at any fucking res, bro. Like, he just whooped some dude's ass in line, dude. Like, yeah, dude.
That was part of his day. And he just went. He just caught a fade, and he won. And he fucking got that guy.
And, dude, yeah, dude, no.
He
Respect to
Fade
that
at the
motherfucker.
res, man.
And then,
What? Like we auditioned for a TV show, and then we called instead of the show, and it was more worth than the fucking show. If you guys hear us, if any of them hear us, put us on TV. I have some script ideas. The fucking show, yeah, good. I think I got it.
Anyway, so are we gonna get to the interviews, or are we gonna fucking
So
what
we
time?
do.
What
So
time
how
do we have?
are you
Right?
got some questions? All right. Get your ass. Get your yeah.
Yeah.
Who wants to do it?
All right, let's give some context, Cole. Let's give some context.
Good. Actually, good one. Okay. The guitar and grab it.
Okay.
Hold on, I got it for a
Just the guitar. No, Hunter has a guitar. Hunter's gonna break. He's gonna fucking. Okay.
Oh yeah, boy.
Exactly. Into
Close. We need to think of a theme song for Rage.
Dude.
Rage back in.
Man, let's eat.
Not. More than one reason.
Thank you.
Rage, top 5 countries you'd like to visit.
Modena, Spain.
The mountains of Spain? I hear 'em.
Modena, Spain. It's the top culinary capital of the entire world.
I hear him. Fine. Yeah.
I'll be right over. Sorry, give me a second.
No, dude. No. Keep up the charcuterie, dude. You said Spain?
Spain, Sicily, Italy.
Sicily, Italy. That is a region of Italy, right?
Yes.
Yep.
Sicilian.
You know the thing with Sicilians? They're eggplants. They are part egg, part plant. The Moors came and they fucked all their moms. They came and then now they are Sicily. They're not the same as the rest of Italy. They're not. They're a little.
They're a little spicy with it. You know what I mean?
But what happened is, black people came and had sex with their great grandmothers, and so now they have black traits.
Okay, I don't know about. Wait, what?
That's what happened to Sicily. Sicily is closer to Africa than it is to Italy.
Yeah,
That's true.
like Mediterranean North African people.
No,
Or are you saying
Sicily-
like brothers like Michael Jordan and Shaq went over to Sicily?
Like people in North Africa, the Moors. They went through and they fucked a lot of Sicilian women, and then they.
In Sicily, Kobe's in Sicily, Kobe's in Sicily, Kobe's in Sicily.
Don't tell me what you think I mean.
Kobe in Sicily. Got all these Italian bitches missing me.
Something with a pasta and spaghetti.
Yeah.
Let me see it.
You're saying the brothers went to Italy and indulged in some pizza. They indulged in some fettuccine.
No, they race mixed.
Huh?
So they had sex with people outside of their race.
What, they brought chickpeas over or something?
No, they had sex with people that were darker than them. And it's cool, and that's fine, that's awesome. That's like, actually, I support that.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
Cool.
Do you want to quote me? If we go in my head?
What do you think about race mixing, Rage?
I'm for it. Eugenics had some decent ideas.
Eugenics.
Woo! And that's the end.
Eugenics. What's eugenics, Rage?
Selective breeding for specific traits.
Like pugs and shit?
Yeah, but with people. That's what the Nazis were doing.
They ain't got inspired from us, though.
Yeah, pretty much.
Like, they thought that what we were doing was badass, and so they copied it.
Well, the Nazis, like, the idea of, like, the perfect German is literally eugenics. Like, it's breeding the traits that they want. Blonde hair, blue eyes, athletic, muscular build kind of shit. Like, super soldier idea is literally eugenics.
But also eugenics.
So they're trying to make a bunch of Larry Birds, is what they're
I didn't come up with this idea.
Essentially, they were like, let's make all of the most fit, beautiful people fuck. So they have more fit, more beautiful children.
What if the kids are dumb?
Then they fucked a dumb parent somewhere in the gene pool.
Well, what did they kill the parent?
No, they killed the kid.
I mean, it worked.
Sometimes you gotta
To
kill
be
babies.
honest, if you break it down, it's the same shit between breeding dogs, breeding cats, breeding plants. It's all the same shit. You're breeding for specific traits So the whole reason we can eat wheat is because we selectively bred wheat so that it could be cultivated anywhere in certain conditions. The primarily eat today has been cultivated and selectively survive almost any weather.
So you saying people are like strains of weed?
Yeah. I mean, you could bring it, if you simplify it to a point, yes.
So would you say you're like indicas or cannabinoid?
I would say I'm more of a sativa because my brain cannot stop.
Sativa, I hardly know her.
I feel like I'm Alaskan Thunderfuck.
I feel like I'm Blue Dream. I think I'm Gary Payton.
Blue Dream, do you dream about me?
Hell yeah.
Because that's what Sakonga means. It's not like whatever we said earlier.
Gay, black, stupid.
That's the
no. It was gay
What
and black.
the-
It was
Cole, is that what you think I am? Is gay, black, and stupid?
sometimes.
So I heard y'all had some questions for me.
Do you hate people who are gay, black, and stupid?
No.
You
That's
love
good. That's honestly a good trait to have.
Do you like them?
Good answer.
Do you?
Depends on the person, I
Yeah,
guess.
yeah.
Cole,
So,
I bet one of your kids is gonna be gay, black, and stupid.
you think so?
We can-
Yeah, I'm
Dream.
gonna have a kid with Down syndrome though because I've said retarded so much.
It's
I'm already
payback.
preparing for it.
It's payback. You
I think, but you know, I'm
already.
honestly okay with it. He'll be like, "Dad, we going in the woods today?" And I'm like, "Yeah, dude. Here's a hatchet. Be careful, son." And we just go and we just do cool shit all day. It's like, "Hey, you wanna go to Sonic?" It's like, "Yeah." It's like, I know he's making that shit at night.
Yeah, dude.
Don't steal Shane's joke.
I know. They just remind. No, yeah, but
I gotta give a
that's what
shout
made
out
me
to
think
that,
about it
really.
though. I just thought because I have family that also is stricken.
With the tism. With the syndrome.
Not tism. He has extra chromosomes, man. More than the rest of us do. Us chumps.
So, my folks, they have extra things that's not chromosomes. They have extra brain problems. They have, like, hallucinations and, like, addiction problems. And they think too much and they can't fucking, like...
Are they scared they're like gay, black, and retarded?
No, they're scared they're white, poor, and full of shit.
Turns out you're Turkish.
Turns out.
Plot twist 23, you're Middle Eastern. Plot twist.
So you literally you got Sicily, dude.
No, Sicilians
No,
are
dude, you had a
eggplants.
brown by the
But
fucking
they're
grandma.
eggplants. They're million nons. They're million nons, Anthony.
Million.
Don't throw anything in. This is about you, man.
It's about
You
me,
just got
it's about
colonized by the
fucking
Moors.
You just
Rage as a concept of a person. Or it's about Hunter eating this fucking chili, this stew, this curry, this motherfucking problem. This
Hunter's only been
motherfucking
colonized
flurry.
by a bad hair dye situation.
Hunter.
He went in
dyed
gonna go be
hair.
green or purple, right? And then it came out blonde.
Yeah,
Now you're like a little Filipino man. You're a little Asian boy.
Hell
You're
yeah,
a little
wait.
Filipino fucking
Cole,
boy.
what? Do you wish you would you rather do a podcast with a little Filipino man and a gay black retard? Is that what you're saying?
Can we use
That's
it
what you're
sometimes?
making us into.
Can
I'm
we
about to
use
be
it
one.
sometimes?
So where else would you like to go in the world besides Sicily?
Honestly, I want to see the entire world before I die.
Okay, that's not the answer. This is not one of them games.
I want to travel.
You know who else
I
doesn't
wanna
play
see
games?
Every
Oprah.
continent on this planet. I want to visit every
Okay,
country.
but top 5. What's the top 5 in the list? Where are you going first?
Spain. I'm going to Modena, Spain. It's the
Espan-
number one culinary
España.
capital world of the
Sicily.
of the entire world.
We're at 2.
Mongolia.
Oh, Mongolia's
Mongolia-
tight.
Mongolia
I'd
would
hit
be
Ulaanbaatar.
Uruguay would be hype as fuck.
Uruguay's probably
Why
top.
Uruguay?
They have a very interesting food culture.
Okay.
They have a lot of really...
Over
Honestly-
Paraguay?
Yeah, I would do Uruguay. Uruguay sounds sick,
Dude,
bro.
I'd do Uruguay.
And then, that's what, 3 or 4, right? 4?
4?
Yeah, we're at 4. You
Yeah.
got one more. You got one more place to visit.
Probably Kazakhstan, just because of Borat.
Bro, dude, we have a lot of overlap. I'd probably hit one of the stands at least just to check it.
You go Afghanistan though.
I was thinking about checking out Uzbek. You know what I mean? The Uzbekistan. I just
Something
don't. What's even
uranium?
going on there, man? Like I never hear about that shit. I'd like to see for myself,
Kazakhstan.
dude. Man, I just need to see it from my own eyes, man. What's going on in Uzbekistan?
Okay, Mason, if you visit 100% here, just one, where'd you go first?
What
So-
country?
Yeah, just one.
I wouldn't ever leave Tahlequah. This is the greatest place on the planet.
And you're
never leave Turkey
goddamn wrong.
You know how people back in the day lived and died within a 40-mile radius?
Yeah.
Well, I already fucked up, but I'm trying to like prevent it from fucking up people. I'm trying to like make it to where if they like DNA tested my bones, they find out I'm regional. They'd be able to like tie me to the area.
They're like, hey, you go all the way back to Fort Smith, Arkansas, genetically.
That's as far as you got.
genetically go back to Fort Smith. You genetically go back to fucking east of Memphis. Like, you genetically go back to fucking Lubbock, Texas. Like, you genetically are from buttfuck, Tennessee. Like, you genetically are from fuck your cousin, Alabama. You genetically that's as far as your great-grandparents go. It's just, like, rural fucking incest, bullshit, methamphetamine, fucking backwater, Louisiana.
That's why we're gay, black, and retarded.
Man, someone called me gay, black, and retarded the other day, and I just smiled on him. And I told him, hey, someday you'll see me, and I'll be straight, white, and bipolar.
One day, man, I'll be a little Filipino man. You know what I mean, man?
You're
Just
a little
chilling.
tiny little Asian person.
Little tiny Filipino man, just chilling how a little like Filipino can. You know what I mean? Yeah.
You're the Filipino cans on the Filipino cans.
Okay, what are some 5 countries you would never fucking roll up to? What's the 5 countries you'd say hell nah to, Rage? Like, fuck that shit. I know you said the
America.
Okay.
If I wasn't born here, I would have never came here. Fuck this place.
Hey, I'd check it out. Just like
Where were you
Uzbekistan.
born?
If I was in
I was
Uzbekistan,
born in
I'd like to check
Pennsylvania.
it out.
You born in Pennsylvania?
Fuck America.
Like rural Pennsylvania?
Dick money's back. We called it Pennsyltucky. It was in between, like the
Pennsyltucky?
Yeah,
That
it-
sounds like kind of gay.
It's the agricultural area in between Pittsburgh and Philadelphia.
I'd tucky
So
my
it's like
pencil.
all farms, all factories, pretty much fucking nothing. There's less shit in my hometown than there is here.
Wait, what's
And that's why I don't
how big's
consider
your
this a small
hometown?
town. Like 500
It's
people.
not small.
Oh, that's
town.
very tiny.
Yeah.
It's in coal miner town.
It's like, yeah, it's old coal mining areas.
You were born
yeah.
a coal miner's daughter?
No.
Son of a preacher, man!
My grandfather owns a construction firm.
A construction firm.
Although he's
Grandfather
dead to
built-
me and he's a piece of shit.
Did he build houses?
Why? What happened?
Okay, so it's a long, tragic story of starting off, fuck America, fuck everything they do, fuck the military. People who serve in the military understand you may have been coerced and confused into signing up or just straight up lied to. My grandfather fought in Vietnam. And growing up, I heard a lot of stories from his Vietnam veteran friends.
Did he get him?
Did you get them motherfuckers?
He was a survivor of Oklahoma Hill, which was one of the highest casualty battles in Vietnam, apparently.
Oklahoma.
Why would they go
Yeah.
Oklahoma Hill? And you're from Oklahoma, just so we're clear. You're not from
I'm
Oklahoma.
not from Oklahoma, no.
But he died at Oklahoma Hill.
No,
which
he
is-
survived. He was one of the few survivors of that battle.
Okay. I apologize for saying your grandfather died. He actually killed the motherfucker. He's a badass.
I kind of would. Part of me hopes he would have died because he's kind of a piece of shit.
But he served our country. It was very we be speaking
Yeah.
Vietnamese right now.
Doubt it. We lost that war anyway. What do you mean? We didn't win that conflict.
Tyler, top 5 countries you would never go to.
North Korea.
Oh man, you wouldn't pull up just to see
I'd
what it's
roll
like?
up. I'd roll up to North Korea.
I'd see what it was like.
Yeah, somewhere in the middle.
Because the thing with North Korea is all the shit we know about North Korea is American propaganda. The shit that actually happens in North Korea, we don't know shit or
Again,
think
we're
about.
funded by the CCP on our podcast.
We are a Chinese-funded communist podcast. So you knows we're a
We're
communist Chinese
sponsored by
podcast.
Lucky Buddha and
Timu. Subscribe to Timu right now. It's like recommend 5 people Timu and we get 50% off your next order.
Don't subscribe to Timu. It's the devil.
They're
That's the devil. Why is it so cheap? You have to sell your damn soul. Why is it so cheap?
my fucking.
I bought a house for $11.
Black, so
Yeah,
fast.
dude, like when we show up to work tomorrow, dude, we're just gonna be put in like black bags for making this podcast, starting this podcast, being on this podcast. Yeah, dude.
Can I get my name stricken from the record, actually? Can we
So what's up your legal name, Rage? Your legal name. You're good. You're good. You're good.
I bought a Chevrolet off Temu for $11 and the T was upside down. That's the only thing that was wrong with it. It works fine. What the fuck is that? You gotta sell your soul.
What is a Timu?
I bought a
It seems to have both.
I bought a
the
Bearing
Jag
747, and it's in 746.
You got crack pipes off there? Crack pipes?
somewhere.
I bet they have crack pipes in Temu. They're probably called oil burners, like they were
Hunter,
in...
Hunter, hey, real question. Hey, this is really important. Hunter, have you ever smoked crack before?
No, actually, that's one of the okay, so I've done some hardcore drugs before, but that is not one of them. That is not.
Why? Why won't you smoke crack?
Because that's on my list of not to do's, right? Like, yeah, dude,
smoke crack? Why won't you smoke crack? Why won't you smoke crack? Why won't you smoke crack?
I seen you down there by the plug.
Just go
Mason,
ahead and
grab
grab
Have
the
you ever
sack.
smoked crack?
What is it?
Have you ever smoked crack?
You smoke crack. Wow.
You smoke
What's your
crack?
definition of smoke crack?
As in
Put crack in
inhaling
hot
cocaine.
freebasing.
Yeah,
freebasing.
I need to smoke a cigarette.
Freebasing.
You need to. I think you need to. Hey, I think
Any
you.
of us
I
really
think you're good. I think you need more
No,
cigarettes. I think
but
you're
like,
good.
do we? Yes.
The 3-hour podcast is really happening now.
No, we weren't joking. This is no way. You said 20 minutes. It's been 2 hours, and now you're good. Like this is how this goes.
You come back.
This is,
Like,
yeah.
this is literally gone on so long.
Dude,
that you
all
came
things
back.
go back to dick money.
Oh my god.
Whoa, dick money. Blam,
Yeah,
blam.
Whoa, dick money. Blam, blam, blam.
Motherfucker had a dick. Blam, blam.
Bam, blam.
It makes me
That
feel so
thing's so
sick.
sick. Blam, blam. He been laying pipe for a mile. Blam, blam.
It takes him
And
a
it
while.
takes a while. Whoa. Whoa, dick money.
Blam, blam. Whoa, dick money.
Hunter, what were your questions? I'm curious.
Oh, okay, alright,
Yeah.
man. So, down in SLC, man. Like, yeah, dude. Did you ever do LSD?
No, but I did acid and shrooms.
Well, LSD is acid.
Wait,
Oh,
what?
then yes, I did. Yeah.
Yeah, hell yeah. Okay, so you have. Okay, so what did you do when you went down there? Like, what were the spots for you?
Yeah,
man?
where would you
Like,
smoke
dude,
acid?
Where would you smoke?
I
you
did not
smoke
really
acid
leave my
at?
apartment.
Where would you
The
snort
way
acid?
the way acid happened is
Did you?
I was
Did you
8
boof it?
hours into playing League of Legends, and my roommate walks into the room, and he goes, "Open your mouth," and I go, "Okay," and he puts 2 tabs on my tongue, and goes, "Suck on these for like 5 minutes," and I'm like, "Okay," and then he just fucking leaves. Doesn't say anything. Doesn't tell me what just happened. I'm expecting like, okay, he just put some food in my mouth. So what? So I'm expecting something, right?
What a nice
I get a
guy.
text half an hour later. I just gave you 2 tabs of acid.
Ooh.
And I reply with, what the actual fuck? And nothing happened. I got a body high. I played League of Legends for another 8 hours. And nothing happened.
Huh.
This has happened twice. I've done acid. I did 3 tabs. Fucking nothing hit. I don't know what is up. But
Okay, so
shrooms.
usually you want to you want to leave the tabs on for a little bit longer. That's how it soaks into your bloodstream. Usually is what you want to do.
You want to spit it
I
out.
fucking swallowed them shits.
The furthest I've ever had acid kick in was maybe like an hour, and then the fastest is like 25 minutes.
Really, the best way.
I
Put it in
smoked
your
like
asshole.
a gram and a half,
Just move
gram and a
that
half
shit.
of wax in like 2 hours, and then got hit with the most ridiculous body high in my life. Well, second most ridiculous body high in my life. My first most ridiculous body high was a shroom trip, and I literally just played League of Legends on acid for like fucking almost 20 hours.
Oh yeah, I love
What a
Blizzard.
fucking hero.
Hell yeah! Shout out Blizzard Entertainment. Hell yeah!
That's Riot, and also
It's
fuck
called-
League of Legends. Don't ruin your life.
Oh shit!
Also, fuck Blizzard too. Don't play World of Warcraft. It's a scam.
Actually, fuck them to take your money. They'll ruin your life till you crack addiction.
I played way too much.
That's
back
World
in
of
the day.
World of Warcraft.
What?
I played way too much World of Warcraft back in the day, dude. Like,
I-
Rise of the Lich King?
I am a World of Warcraft addict. If I play that game,
Don't talk about it.
you can
Yes,
ask
don't talk about
I
it.
tried
It's
to
one
get
of
Tyler
drugs.
to play this game, and I almost didn't talk to him for 2 weeks
Speaking of
because I was playing World of Warcraft.
Speaking of high level drugs, yeah, dude, World of Warcraft.
Yeah, World of Warcraft is worse than fentanyl sometimes. Like it just drags money out of you. You support a vampiric, fucking chaotic, terrible fucking company who just does nothing but rape their employees.
It's
Like it
fucking
is
God,
not
dude.
good. but I always go back.
Are you talking about Sunrise Donuts?
No, we're talking about
Some of them Cambodians.
They do rape their employees. Yeah.
They got the best of us.
Oh, okay, so Tahlequah people know this, but a local favorite Tahlequah pizzeria on Downing Street.
Y'all
know about what's happening to the guy?
Shorty.
Yeah,
Let's be.
he's getting caught up in some ill shit, dude.
Again.
We may no longer.
What's going on? Yo,
we may no longer have
Anthony
Manute.
works there.
Huh?
Anthony works there.
So,
Are you good? Okay. Okay.
Anthony, where did he touch
What
you?
happened?
Where did he
you gotta tell the truth, not fucking.
What happened? What happened?
Say what you're gonna say. Let's hear it.
Oh yeah, no, I wasn't even gonna say. I'm just saying. Dude.
No, I want to hear it.
Oh, you do want to hear?
Apparently, you're telling the truth, so let's hear
Oh,
it.
yeah.
Oh, okay. Well, yeah. Okay.
No.
Okay. Well, okay. I want to give as much info as I can without being like whatever. But yeah, I have a close friend who worked there, and they said that the guy was some things happened. He behaved in a way he should not have to an employee, and so I just saw him in court the other day when I was going to trying to get my driver's license re-legalized, and I saw him, and then I caught up with the person herself, and she told me, yeah. I didn't know about anybody being working over there. I really don't know what's going on over there. Apparently that,
I
but
didn't know about that either.
Yeah,
I
dude.
guess nobody would know about that.
I know that's crazy.
Right, you wouldn't be like, hey, this is.
I wouldn't be shouting from the rooftops if I worked there.
Yeah,
Yeah, Jesus Christ. I mean, we have a couple places in town with problematic owners, honestly. Tahlequah's kind of notorious for that.
We like sexually assaulting people that work under us.
If we're going to say it, we have a few
yeah.
places in Tahlequah. We're kind of calling out. We're not going to call them out, but
They
maybe
know
they need
are.
to be. Maybe
they
they
know
need to be.
they're on site, and it's just it's.
There needs to be. There needs to be a.
There was another pizzeria lady the other day that she got into a fist fight at Walmart at the fucking bread aisle with some other lady.
The one at the downtown pizzeria lady.
No, Downing Street pizzeria lady. The one by Family Video. That pizzeria lady, I want to say which pizza chain, but she fought a lady at the Walmart in the bread aisle, and she got her ass whooped apparently.
Sometimes you gotta fight for that bread.
Sometimes you gotta be like, no, this is what we stand for.
You know what?
Here at Domino's.
Do you think that's what we should end this off with, dude? Is what we would fight for?
Okay, thanks for willing to fight for.
Pussy.
That was quick. Let's go.
Things I'm willing to fight for. Maybe a fucking pool game. Maybe it's all the same. Maybe it's in my membrane. I'll fight for.
Fight for $10. Fight for a shot collar. Fight for your mom and dad. Fight for the way you make me feel fucking gay.
What about
I'd fight for.
what about beef jerky? Would you fight for some beef jerky?
Fight
Depends
for
how good the beef jerky is.
deer jerky.
Beef jerky.
Fight for the White Power Rangers. Fight for
Ninja Turtles.
America. Fight for.
I'd fight, and I fight all night long. I fight, and I fight for all kinds of shit that I gotta sing about
Negative blues thing.
in this song. Ooh, I'd fight for a 2 liter of Dr. Pepper. I don't care if it's flat. I would fight for a slice of pizza, even if it was upside down on a floor mat. I've been fighting for a lot of weird things that maybe I shouldn't be. But I be fighting for things in between here to the river to the sea. I be fighting my grandma over the last piece of meat. Oh, and I beat my grandpa with his own broken feet. I've been fighting for shit that I shouldn't fight for. I've been fighting for shit. I've been taking my grandma to the floor. I've been telling her, give me that. That last piece of smoked bologna right there. Oh,
Damn
shit. I fight for shit like I don't even care.
Would you call your grandmother a whore?
Dude.
On the record.
on the record, would you call your grandmother a whore?
Don't ever talk about my grandma like that.